Woo! Welcome, my friends. My galactic friends. You beautiful light beings. Pretending to be human. All you beautiful divine beings, welcome, welcome. So, do you still believe in the Matrix? Ah, Rico, if I only could escape the Matrix. But now I think I'm stuck in the Matrix. The Matrix is real. So many videos out there now. The Matrix. In the woke community. There's one gigantic Matrix. You gotta escape the Matrix. I just got it out. Ooh. It was difficult, it was tough. But I escaped the Matrix. I escaped the Matrix. Really? Did you just escape the Matrix? Or did you go from one Matrix to another? Huh? I ask you. What about the escapism Matrix? Huh? What are you talking about? I escaped the Matrix. I leveled up. Okay, level up. Congratulations. You know, that's what you think when you escape the Matrix. There are all those angels awaiting you, you know, and it's two from one perspective, of course. But there's not one Matrix, okay? There are millions of Matrixes out here. You know, school is a Matrix. Thinking you have to still be stuck in that relationship is a Matrix. McDonald's is a Matrix. Veganism is a Matrix. Your family system is a Matrix. Thinking you are a nationality is a Matrix. Thinking you are only a human limited to this body is a Matrix. Thinking you are a person is a Matrix. Thinking about the future is a Matrix. Even you are a Matrix, okay? Until you freed yourself of all that stuff you took on. Okay? What? I'm a Matrix? No, I'm escaped the Matrix, no? I just escaped? No. And yes. So, how to get out of the Matrix? And yes, you're right, there's also this, the whole Earth is a Matrix. So how do I get out of this Matrix? Or out of any Matrix? As always, awareness is the key. Awareness. Get back to your heart, to your true self, to your pure self. Let go of all that stuff you hold on to and think you need to maintain this idea of a person, because this is one of the biggest matrices out here. You're not a person. You're a divine creator being. You're a spirit, you're a soul, pure consciousness. You're not a person. That's why also some say beware of this whole starseed new age spirituality stuff, because this is also a matrix where you can get lost. Or let me put it that way, everything has like this matrix part to it, okay? And the higher we go, the higher we rise in consciousness, or the more we let go of those unconscious systems and escape the matrix, like you said. Maybe this was only the first matrix, the first layer, and you leveled up. But now there are all these other millions of matrices and thought forms, patterns, systems you buy into, and especially you rely onto because you think you need that to have the safety, okay? Because you don't believe in your vast power and beauty yet, in your sovereignty. And that's the another great point, sovereignty. You gotta make yourself total sovereign. Sovereign. And come, like I said, to this pure place, to this pure heart. Like, as a child, you didn't think in nationalities. Okay? You just was born into this earth matrix. And then you go through all that manipulation stuff and all those thought forms you picked up, okay? It's not only like they say, oh no, the government, the matrix. That's a limited view of the matrix, okay? So beware of all thought forms and systems, thinking and thoughts of other people where you have to rely on, and suddenly you think thoughts you never thought of, like not in a good way, like you picked up on that, okay? If you become really aware of it, you realize when you switched into it. You bought into all those beliefs. I gotta stay in this shitty job forever until I'm 70, and then I can finally do what I love. I'm this and this nationality, and I'm not allowed to like people with this nationality. I'm a spiritual being, and I'm way above all those other human matrix beings who are still stuck in their 9-to-5 job. Or are still so dumb and, drink and smoke. I'm way higher than them. They are not they don't have the worth like me. And you're right from one perspective, you are a unique divine soul, and maybe you become more aware of this stuff. But still, they are also unique divine beings. And this is also a whole nother matrix thing, Everything can be a matrix. Every system, every patterns, all those thought forms, every thought within itself contains a matrix. Those feelings, perspectives, and ideas connected to it. So your feelings are a matrix. Your feelings, how your body's programmed to feel all day, thinking that's normal. Those programs in your body, feeling sad all the time is normal. Feeling depressed all the time is normal. Thinking you only want to escape the world because everything here is, not worth it. And I totally understand that, and there's nothing wrong with that and all of that, of any of that going through it, but the more aware you become, you realize and you see when you go in certain directions how you buy into stuff, And as soon as you're chasing especially something out there, you buy into another matrix instead of creating your own beautiful crystalline matrix, you know, or your pure light matrix, you know, your non-matrix matrix, your freedom matrix, you know. So of course we want to be totally free. The question is if it's possible here on Earth. Yeah, it's possible, but also somehow you create your thing, your own, you can call it matrix, but a higher, a light, a love matrix, and then you participate in creating this higher light love matrix for all. And that's also a great next point. So what should I do then? Like, I'm still young, I had all those dreams, I want to do what I love, I want to be so I aim, but still, you know, be wealthy, total abundant and rich. You know, I deserved it. Yeah, you deserve it. Everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves that. But how do I make this? You know, there is money. Now, do you think it's outside of yourself? Now, there are some sages which created money out of thin air. Or, no, sorry. They created objects out of thin air. So, what is money? An object. Or not even. Another hologram in this holographic universe, you know. So, they could materialize also that if they wanted to. Because they were so much in their power. So the more higher you go, the easier it gets, the more magnetic you become anyways. And you draw everything to yourself that which you want. But you also create it. And that's the next point. When you create those projects of love, like I call them, or those matrices of love, on your by yourself, coming from a pure loving, joyful intent, being yourself, expressing yourself totally, having fun, just enjoying life, doing what you love, living your dreams now. And when you're in your highest joy, bliss, you automatically reach others, okay? So that's why I call them projects of love. You don't have to be the highest saint to create them. No. Could be anything that you enjoy to do and then share it with the world. And voila, you have created these beautiful crystalline love light matrices or projects of love available to millions of others which can feel into your energy matrix, okay? And then you activate their higher selves, okay? And then you, maybe if many of us do that, and we already do, you know, we always do it, but there's like with proton and electron, there's this polarity. Do you still feed with your matrices or projects in the destructive or in the constructive side, you know? And the more we do it into something creating, you know, not destroying, creating this powerful, loving, light energy fields, projects of love, of pure joy, you know, matrices of high bliss and joy, vortexes of bliss, joy, loving kindness, you know, the more we create this, and this hasn't got to be something solid. It can be you create your own YouTube channel and talk about such stuff, talk about spirituality, talk about whatever you want, as long as it comes from, you know, the higher place it comes from, the better, you know. And with higher, I mean the more you are in tune with your truest, most authentic, highest self. And that's more of your true self. And you automatically will do more of that which brings you the greatest joy and feelings of love, peace, and unity. And because you are the universe, of course, people get drawn to your magnetic, attractive energy field, and those new energy fields of this high bliss and joy you felt while creating them. And now, you know, you started to change the world without going so much outside of yourself, and having to control something. I gotta make the change. No, like Man in the Mirror, like Michael Jackson said, you know. The Man in the Mirror. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na. You know. And just rejoice in this beauty of aliveness, you know. And share it with the world. Do whatever you love, share it with the world. If you just like to dance, have fun, dance, have fun, record it, put it on Instagram. Another matrix. But now you created a better, more loving matrix, aware matrix within the matrix, you know, with the social media matrix, you know, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Now you created this beautiful place of love. When they scroll through and suddenly they see you in this high magical bliss and love and joy, how you are out there or not out there dancing by yourself or maybe with some strangers, you know, having fun without your phone. and suddenly they see this and they are reminded of their purest, most joyful self. And then they feel this awe. And then they even slow down and don't go on with scrolling, mindless scrolling in their, you know, in their reptile brain, or how you want to call it, where you unconsciously do this and this like a robot, you know. No, suddenly they stop. Suddenly you touch them with your love and brought them into a higher, more aware, more, in the state of peace and awe and love and bliss you reminded them of, which is already not only in themselves, but which is more of their true nature, okay? And so that's how you and we escape the matrix, okay? It's never about escaping. It's always of getting more in touch with your soul, okay? That's what it's all about. And if you spend some time alone, you will come to realize it, because you mute all this noise of the world which kept you, you know, there in maybe in darker places, you know. It's unconsciousness. It's literally unconsciousness. There's nothing really bad out in the world. The darkness always serves the light. Because it's the unconscious that makes you conscious again, okay? That's what you are, pure consciousness. Our thing is purified in the light, into light, okay? So there's no evil matrix. Only the one you create unconsciously, or maybe we as a collective. But as soon as you come back to your heart, you can dance around again and have fun. Woo! And rejoice. And now finally back in touch with God, with the Creator, all that you were yearning for. And then you naturally will do all that high, magical, blissful, joyful stuff, you know. And it's all coming from a pure, loving, connected place of joy. And that's all what where you're yearning for, you know, looking for all the time for God. Not someone outside of yourself, but this true, peaceful state. Okay? That we all truly are. Everyone. Everyone. So let's start creating more vortexes. Matrixes. Matrix is also, you view it now as something negative. That's why I also made this video. You can say vortexes to it, matrices, maybe realms within our realm. Someone else also talked about it, but nonetheless, just come back to your true, authentic, blissful, peaceful God self. Okay, so much love, peace.